So that tells us a lot.
Okay then, thanks, Audrey. Janet?
Yeah. Okay, it has been both a privilege and a challenge to work as the interim town clerk for Fromberg for the last 7 weeks. I received 2 days of training from the outgoing clerk and have spent a great deal of time discovering the full scope of the position and its unique duties. These are my findings in no particular order of discovery or urgency, and please stop me if you have a question, because there's about 24 of them. If you need any further clarification or have a question about it, let's do it when I'm at it instead of trying to come back at the end. Number one, IRS tax form 941, which is a quarterly filing, has not been filed since the fourth quarter of 2015. That is a total of 10 quarters that have gone unfiled.
And this, you got hold of the IRS on this one?
I'm working with IRS. They want us to get all of the things, all of the reports filled out, and then call them all at one time when I have all of the reports done and together. And call
Did they
them.
bring this to your attention, or did you call?
I got a couple of notices, like 2 or 3, and so I called the IRS to find out what the deal was. And the gentleman put me on hold, and he's like, well, let me go see how many there are. And he came back after that, and I called about 2, and he informed me there were 10. So, yeah, so I did get a letter from them, but it wasn't like all of them at once. I got like a couple of letters. I got a couple more letters about it today, about some of the other quarters that I didn't. So it's like taking the IRS, it's all weird how I would get one for the fourth quarter of 2017, and then I got one for the third quarter of 2016 on the same day. And so it was like really, it's really strange that they didn't just like get a whole list and like send it all at once or whatever. But so yeah, they did send something here. That's how I found out about it. The money was paid. So every payday when the paychecks are cut, the electronic liability payments are transferred to the IRS. So they've been paid. That's not the issue. The issue is that you then have to go online and file an electronic return to go with the money. And there are penalties for not doing the filing even though the money's all been sent in. So I don't know the full scope of that yet. My intention is this is supposed to be my last week here, and so I'm going to try to get that all taken care of so it's not on Jan before I leave and take care of all that. The system does fill out the reports. It's not even like they're that hard to do. Black Mountain, the software, will create the reports for you. It's just a matter of sitting down, going through them, getting them all, then getting them together, and then having the time to sit and wait on hold on the phone for the IRS. Because it's not a short wait.
I don't
Yeah.
need I have a question. Has the town been audited every 2 years as required by state law?
No, we just have an AFR every year.
Okay, is it a state audit?
No.
Is it an audit?
No, we won't have a state audit until this year.
I know, but in the past, it's my understanding, there was an audit done by a company as required by state law of everything, as far as financial.
I have copies of the AFRs for the last 3 years. I don't know if they were submitted to the state. I'd have to get a hold of Strom and Associates because they're the ones that did it.
Okay,
Olness did a couple of them, and Strom did a couple, and Olness will be doing it this year also.
okay. And
But
this
it's
is
just
a
an
check,
AFR,
this
but
is
we
a check
send
and
that.
balance that
Right.
the state requires, okay?
I
Make
haven't
sure-
looked at the exceptions listed, because there's
Okay.
like 2 pages of them on each report.
Well, I'm just, I appreciate all the work you've put into this, but what do you hope to achieve by going through and trying to pick apart everything that's happened in the past? Are you,
The town needs to be aware of stuff that they have asked me to look into so they can be made aware of things that have not been done in the office and where things need to be improved and stuff. And this is the type of stuff that they have asked me to look for, and fine.
And then what were you going to do? Suggestions to the council?
Some suggestions to the council, things that I do or don't have time to take care of them myself while I'm here. It's been a really complicated thing to create this job. I had 2 days of training and I learned 2 things. I was taught 2 things in 2 days and that was it. And I was left on my own to figure out what the job is. This is very important and it should have been done and it wasn't done. The town needs to know these things have not been taken care of.
Well, that's the whole
And that it
purpose
needs to be
financially
fixed.
for an independent auditing company to come in, audit the books and sign off